over long ago. Maybe I've always known that you were right there. A simple melody playing over and over in my dreams. But somehow out of reach, eluding me until I release. You come close to me when I release, and I let you take the lead when I release. My heart starts to see when I release. When I release, you said, "Come to my garden, eat from my tree, step in my river, let it take you deep. Your heart is my temple." Check, check.
1, 2.
All right, we gotta take off
Echo delay.
the monitor from the Hey, what's up everybody? We are live. We had a bunch of technical difficulties and we're still having a couple just because we upgraded our computer and there's a bunch of tech issues with the new software and stuff like that. So we're working through all of that. I appreciate Courtney for texting us and checking on us and praying while we were trying to get all this settled. I know a lot of people jumped off, but we're just going to address a couple of things before we wrap it up tonight. John, when you get a chance, just on the actual interface, if you bring up the mixer, just click the monitor button off. In Wirecast. So it's the All right, let me see if I can find it for you.
We need to clone a bunch of Jamies.
So right here, click that. Yep. There you go.
You said.
Now we're good.
All right. Check. Yeah.
Can y'all hear us?
Put that one before, but it sounded like I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we should be good. Are you still getting level going out to the output?
Yeah.
Yep. Let me know if you can hear us, Courtney, whoever's in there. Let us know. Let me know if anybody comments in there, because I can't really see the chat right now.
No.
But yeah, man, technical difficulties, trying to upgrade systems. We didn't really have the time that I really wanted to troubleshoot everything to make sure it was working before we went live. I was just hoping that it would just work normally. You know what I mean? We had same system.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God that you know how to do that stuff.
I mean, I know
Because we were just saying, me and Jake were saying, if it was just up to us,
We wouldn't have been on here at all. So
shout out to La Anthony. Said, been a couple years since I've seen them perform. Yeah, man. Shout out to Courtney in the chat right now. Emma said yes. Deborah Ann William said, I hear you, and you guys were sounding great when I first started listening. Awesome. Yeah, that was our live video of one of our songs called Release. Emma said, hope y'all are doing good. We are doing good, brother. It was really good playing with you the other day.
How are you feeling, bro?
Yeah, he was injured for a while, but he came out there on Monday morning and played a little soccer with us after coming to the show on Sunday.
Yeah.
Right?
Emma's got some moves, man. I forgot.
Yo, Emma is one of the slipperiest players.
Slippery. I like that.
Seriously, bro. Like, he is so slippery. Like, people cannot take the ball from him. People don't understand.
He did one move on Leslie. I was like, oh, what? And then scored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go long tonight, obviously, because it's already 10 o'clock. We had a big issue trying to get the live stream going with audio because we technical difficulties, but we're good now. So I just want to shout out everybody who came to the show on Sunday, September 4th at National Park Pub. We had a great time. I appreciate Stan for being there, man. It was great to have him there.
For good cause.
Yeah, it was for muscular dystrophy. It was a very interesting, eclectic group, right?
Especially the host.
Everyone, bro. Like when we pulled up there, I was like, okay, what kind of biker rally? I thought.
I'll tell you what, though.
Right.
The Holy Spirit hit some hearts, man.
A lot of people,
Like
man.
people that you won't think came
Yeah.
up to you and embraced you and hugged you.
Yeah.
Even.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like it was.
Just
It
think
was
of
good.
a hardcore Harley Davidson biker.
Yeah.
And just
And, like,
coming
every
out.
other-
Feeling the
Yeah.
spirit.
Every other
Yeah.
band was doing like Grateful Dead tribute
Right, the
bands,
covers, yeah.
Allman Brother tribute bands. It was all tribute bands and cover bands, and we were the only ones. And I told them when they originally wanted to book us, like, we don't do cover music, we
Right.
do original music. So if you still want us there, that's fine. And they did want us there after like looking us up and finding out what we do.
Yeah.
And then like just being there, even Rob hit me up today. Rob plays bass with Freddie, and he sat in on this one because Carter was on vacation.
Okay.
And he just was thanking us for letting him be a part of it and saying like he told me he felt the shift in the atmosphere when we started playing. And so many people were coming up to me being like, man, as soon as you guys started playing music, I felt something. I felt something like there was a bunch of people that come to the winery shows that were there, and she told me this, and first time she ever heard Open, and she said she was crying the whole time.
Yeah, she told me the same thing. She
Yeah.
said she couldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then the lady that there was another lady, I forget her name. She posted a live stream of us performing, but she wrote us today and said that how amazing it was to see us. And that's the crazy thing about it is like, you walk into these environments and you see a group of people that you're like, man, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Are you gonna let that?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you? Is that gonna talk you? We were just talking about this when we couldn't get this going. We were saying like, how many times do we let things talk us out of situations that
Yep.
God is actually trying to get you
Absolutely.
to see it His way?
Right.
Where He wants to do something, and that's the thing. Like, are you gonna be intimidated? Like it's not about being confident in what we do.
Yeah.
It's about being confident in what God does through us, as we're doing what we do. And that's what I love to see, like not about what we do, but how He shows up in what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to see how it touched people, because that's the point.
Yeah. I mean, people literally were coming up to me saying I needed this. Like, this gave me what I needed. I was dealing with something, or like, I didn't think that people made music like this anymore. There was another guy that told me, he said, as soon as I heard your first song, I turned to my buddy and I said, these guys are Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was like, I felt the spirit.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking to Mike about too. At before the show.
The drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the drummer. But like, you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
we'll get through it.
And that's why it's like, guys get upset, they make mistakes, nobody's perfect. It wasn't a perfect show. We had issues.
Yeah.
There was technical issues. There was a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But we
Can't
did
let those things stop you.
No, and we accomplished what we set out to do.
Shout out to Courtney. I just want
Yeah.
to
Definitely.
this
Courtney,
weekend she was so cool.
Courtney is definitely become like young lion, like core. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
the way she showed up, like
Emma too. Like
yeah, Emma,
Yeah.
man, Emma, definitely. Emma's been with us pretty much from podcast number 1.
yeah.
He's been watching, you know.
Paul, shout out to him. We
Yeah,
said
Paul
what's up.
just commented, by
Back
the
on
way. He said, yo, fellas. What's up, Paul?
What up, bro?
Mom said, hi, guys. Sorry, guys. I know everybody was watching earlier. We had a bunch of technical problems because we're trying to, like, we got a new computer. I was trying to eliminate the other one, and you know, it's just stuff you guys don't need to know about. Edward Medusa said, when are you playing next? I mean, listen.
What's up, Ed?
We're about to start just doing our own shows, man. Cause
Yeah, he said Stan rules.
yeah, he said Stan. He said Stan Rule.
Yeah, I used to work.
Oh, where?
Vision Works.
Oh, okay.
He's the GM.
Oh, okay. From Vision Works. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I used to get my
Yeah.
my stuff done.
Yeah.
And as soon as you left there, I was like, peace. Courtney says, so much love and support always. Yeah, Courtney wrote me some great messages after the fact. She came to watch us play soccer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came to watch me snink it up.
Nah, Mo, he was actually doing.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't see? He came on Sunday,
Oh, okay.
and
You were hustling when I saw you though.
yeah.
Like,
But I'm saying like on Sunday it was his first time coming back after how long?
yeah.
So his touch
My
was
touch
like
was
all over the place. But just in that next day, I saw such an improvement.
Where'd you go at? Where'd you play at?
Did
same
cool.
place.
Okay.
Yeah, you were having. I had a few passes. Give me
Yeah,
goals,
yeah.
you know.
I know
Some
what
runs.
I want to do, but you know,
When you don't touch the ball,
Yeah.
it sort of goes away.
Yeah.
it was
Especially
fun though,
for, you know.
and I feel good, man. Like none of my knee issues and nothing.
Yeah.
The
Mm.
only thing is my heel. I got 2 blisters,
Oh yeah.
and
Cleats.
Lacey's so sweet. I
Yeah.
was like, Lacey, I got blisters, and then she went and got me 2 Band-Aids.
Yeah.
Before I left.
Yeah, because Mo, he came here to shower after he played,
Okay.
so he could go do his thing. Courtney put the laughing emojis because she was there watching us play, and
Yeah, I was gonna come, but
I
had
heard
some,
I heard you had a
fire
rough
alarm
night.
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
What was
as
that?
Soon as,
The batteries were freaking dead, and it decided to go off in the middle of the night.
Oh man,
So,
but I knew. Like, I was surprised he even answered the phone. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You ain't coming."
yeah.
I had just fallen asleep at like 5 after 5.
Yeah.
But also, I want to shout out Mom for coming and our cousin Lisa.
Yeah.
And you know, there was just so many good people there, and so many like different barriers broken down. You know, even Jordan's wife came with their kids, and like the way their daughter was just like
Yo.
fell in love with everybody.
I
you
got
know?
like 5 random hugs out of nowhere.
Yeah.
From Coda, and it just melted my heart every time she did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, Jamie, this is why I want a daughter.
Yeah. My wife came with one of her coworkers who never saw us before, and she was
What
she
she
was
say?
she loved it. You know what I
that's
mean?
cool.
Like she couldn't. People don't know how to take us a lot of times. It's
Right.
like they like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like,
That's the point.
Just
Yeah.
go along
Yeah.
with it.
It's
Yeah.
it's not anything that it's not normal.
Right.
You know, but that's
right.
the point. And then we don't do that. It's not like we're trying to not be, you know.
Oh, Lisa's watching. She
Yeah.
said great performance.
She came on right after you said her name.
That's
like,
crazy. That
yeah.
always happens. That
like,
always
literally
happens.
right after you said, yeah, our cousin Lisa was there. She came on.
Yeah, it was so good to see you, Lisa, and your friend. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we don't get to hang with each other too much just because everyone's so busy and doing stuff. But it was really good seeing you. It was good
Yeah.
hanging out. We really appreciate you supporting what we do. You know, it means a lot to us when the family supports, you know, or when anybody does. But, you know, it's hard. We understand, like, family, they grow up with you. It's harder for them to kind of like,
See.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
it's just Jamie.
yeah, it means a lot when family supports.
What did they say? A prophet is not honored.
In his hometown, yeah. She said, "Oh, I love y'all." Mom said, "Coda was on my lap and told me she loved me. That's so cute. Yeah, but it was a good time, man. Even though it was like we walked into it, we're like, what is this?
Right.
But it ended up being a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody, like even just us being able to hang around each other afterwards
Yeah.
and like talk
That
to the
was cool.
people there. You know, and this I'd never even heard of this town before
Right.
this show.
I've heard of it, but I've never. I knew to stay away.
Yeah, you did say it reminded you of
Yeah.
some of your
Yeah, a place in Belmar.
But maybe that's the issue. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
can't stay away.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I stayed away because of the cops.
Oh, okay. It's
Black,
more of a,
right?
it's one of those
Yeah,
towns
right.
in New
National
Jersey.
Park.
It seemed like it, right?
Yeah,
See,
did
those
seem
those
like
are the
that.
things that they got to break, right?
That's right. That's right. It's breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was dope. What else? What do y'all want to talk about before we?
Oh,
end
how
this
was
live
your
stream?
vacation?
Oh yes,
It was
on
good.
vacation.
good. Went to Universal.
Followed up behind us at going to Universal and doing that whole run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody knew he was going.
yeah, that was
I didn't even know,
bro.
had
I
to
was
call
so thrown off.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the show, I just
I'm the only one that knew.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I said it at the office before.
No, you said it to me at the beach.
bro. I
yeah, I
didn't
was-
hear anything about
That's why I
this.
called.
I was like, I said it the last time that we were at the office before we came here.
So
I
you-
don't remember that, dude.
So usually, you know, the local
Oh no, you
shows.
did say it at the office.
Yeah,
The local
before
shows,
the
I
last
always
show.
get with. I
Or
always
the
get
last
with you, like, yo, what time we meeting up?
Yeah.
But when you sent that, I'll be on my way to Florida or whatever.
Yeah.
Did I read that right? I was like, yo, because I miss stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I always got to ask questions and people laugh at me. So I call Stan like, yo, did you tell me that you was going to Florida?
But that's what threw me off because I'm just assuming like we're all gonna meet up like we usually do, go do the show. So I'm like, yo, what time we meeting? And Stan was like, well, I'm gonna be on my way to Florida. It's like, what?
Driving, 14 change.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And
But
I
I'm
do
like, we
remember
did it.
you asking Jake the
Yeah,
gas
about the
prices.
gas, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that, but
I-
I didn't know that's why.
I didn't know either. I just thought he just was curious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that was cool.
y'all had a good time.
Mom said, Simone, how was your day yesterday? With the laughing
Mom
emojis.
is hilarious.
Yes, she
So
is.
why are people asking that?
Yes, she is.
Because I'm dating.
You went on a date
Somebody,
yesterday?
yes.
You went on a date.
As, after
Yes, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, that's why he had to
After
come take a
soccer,
shower here, over here after soccer.
I had to leave early actually, and the girls had to let me.
Yeah,
Jamie was still at the field.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, can I go to your house if you're still here?" I was like, "Of course." Girls are there; they'll let you in.
yeah.
And
my
they sure enough
my
did.
alarm went off.
They sure enough did. He said, "Ari, what'd you say, Ari?"
She didn't even look. She just opened the door. She was like, "Hi." I'm like, "Yo, you didn't even look at the door."
Yeah, she's like, "You're interrupting something I'm doing. Come in and leave me alone."
I love how you love putting me on blast, Mom.
She does, man. She
You
does.
find some type of enjoyment in
She
that.
likes messing with you.
But it was good. It was good.
Can we get into one subject?
Which subject do you want to get into?
I don't know. You pick it.
I mean, we
You-
gotta
you trying to get
we
into that?
gotta get into Darth Brandon. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We
Yeah.
gotta talk about
'Cause that's
that a
what
little
it's-
bit.
that's, what the
That was the
episode is-
title of the
yeah.
episode was Darth Brandon, and then we were gonna talk about inflation and the money thing you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we could talk about that next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week because that goes without saying. But the Darth Brandon thing is about the speech
Yeah.
that happened.
It happened in Philly too.
It was in Philly,
Yep.
and it was the night after the show, right?
I think so.
It was after the
No.
The
no,
Freddie
it
show,
Yeah, it was the same.
which we
Yes.
were in Philly at the time.
I thought it was before that.
Before?
I thought it was Friday.
Was it Friday?
Thought
I think
so.
it was. I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So apparently Joe Biden was in Philly, gave a speech, said a bunch of ominous things and very divisive things that just rub people the wrong way. Apparently, have you guys seen like the polling is horrible. That's why
For him?
for
That's why
that
he's
speech.
retracting
That's
everything
why
he's saying?
now they're like backtracking everything and they're like
Yeah, but-
backpedaling.
Like these type of things to me, like y'all supposed to be good at this. This is all written.
Yeah.
This is all written stuff. He's not pulling like how Trump did.
Well,
read the first
that's
sentence.
because you know what I think it is. Like I think they're in a spot where they're like, this is working for them. We need to do this because like they tried the ultra MAGA, they tried the dark MAGA, and all of that just kept backfiring and making people like look at Trump even more.
Yeah.
So then he's thinking, well, I got to go dark branded.
Yeah, let me
on
match him.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know. I they're not smart.
Well, I mean,
They're not smart
the
because, look,
optics. First of all,
Hillary did the same thing with
Yes.
the basket of deplorables.
Yes.
You're trashing the other side.
Yes.
And that didn't do anything for
Especially-
her. And then you're doing the same thing. with-
it's even worse now because there's 70 something million people that voted for Trump. So you're demonizing all of them. And that's why it's now they're trying to backtrack on it. John, pull this up real quick because I just want to
Not
show.
only that, how about all the people who didn't vote for Trump, but like, you know how many people are saying they wish they vote for Trump?
Yeah.
They voted
Yeah,
for
there's
Trump?
a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard of a lot.
But just the optics, I just want to show this real quick because this is what a lot of people were saying. And this isn't even the worst of the worst. This was just like a random part of the speech.
So this is not Photoshop. Nothing.
No.
This is how the color is. Just looking at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
This
Would
is-
you look at it?
Yeah. And he's
Look at
talking with two Marine members behind him. You know, the red lighting. It just optically was horrible. So let me show this clip too, because this is also goes along with what's new with Uncle Joe, because literally he gives this speech where he's like trying to be this, forceful guy. And then as immediately as he's done, just watch what happens.
God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
Which way do I go? Is it down? Oh, this way? Is it that way?
He put his hand up again. Man, he's always reaching.
Yeah, so he immediately looks confused right after. And now I want to show you this because this is the manipulation of the media. Now look, what do you see that's different already from this shot?
It's like less of a red.
Magenta.
Oh,
The magenta.
it doesn't
The red
look
is now
as
magenta.
ominous, right? Looks a little more.
Maybe they wanted the red to, not match the CNN red, match the back.
I think they knew exactly how it looked because what you're gonna see that. I don't know if it shows it in this clip, but there's one of them on here where it shows it actually changing in real time. I
They
don't
did
know
it
if
in
this
real
shows
time?
Yeah, they literally did it during the speech, dude. Let me see if this plays.
Oh.
It's not playing. But anyway, if you watch the clip, you guys can see it. You see how the hue of look at the hue on the American flag. That's how you know. Because it's
That's
like a
supposed to be
magenta
yeah,
color.
it's
It's supposed to be red. So they changed the background
Red, white, and blue.
to
Even
make
the
it
white looks
to make it look
better.
less. Yeah, right,
Not,
right.
not magenta, white, and blue.
But there were so many clips going around on
not
Twitter.
T-Mobile.
I was telling Jake about this, where you can see them altering it in real time because they're like, "Wait, this looks bad." You know what I mean?
So, what did he say that was so divisive?
He just kept saying that basically anyone who
Didn't
well,
vote
well
for
they're
him.
trying to coin this new term, MAGA Republicans. This is what they're using because they tried the ultra MAGA thing that didn't work. They tried dark MAGA that didn't work. So now they're just going MAGA Republicans.
Yeah.
MAGA Republicans are the people that are a threat to our democracy. They don't like the Constitution. They're saying all these things like they basically want to destroy the country. This is the rhetoric that they're going with because they feel like it's gonna be effective for these midterms.
Right. So that's the point. They're coming out with all this stuff as a lead up to the midterms because they feel like they're losing.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do anything they can to stir some stuff up.
Right. Well, that's what the all of this, FBI investigation and raids on Trump and all of this, like, dude, it's funny because today we were in a situation where like we're helping someone move, me and Jake, and the whole time we're going in and out of their house, they have MSNBC on. Right. So like all we're hearing, and I never watch cable news. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC. So to hear like just
The spin.
Yeah.
bro, like every single segment is about be afraid of Republicans.
Right.
And I'm sure Fox News does the same thing.
Right,
Be
right.
afraid of Democrats. And it's just so sickening just hearing all the stories. Oh, January 6th, someone is being investigated because they brought someone to a poll house where, it's like,
That
dude.
big old nothing burger.
Yeah, a whole bunch of nothing. But meanwhile, the stories that really matter, the stories that they've been covering up, the stuff that we were talking about last with Mark Zuckerberg spilling the beans about the FBI, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I saw
They came
that.
and told them.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about none of that. They don't even address that stuff.
Silence the story.
Let's watch this clip real quick of Peter Ducey talking to the press secretary again.
The new attention on the MAGA Republicans. You tweeted in 2016
Oh, I knew this was
Trump
coming.
stole an election.
Oh, I knew this was
should
coming.
know this
You
was
knew it
coming.
was coming
because
because
you're trying to coin the phrase.
right. No, she knew it was coming because she knew because they all know that back in 2016 they all said that Trump stole the election and Russia helped him win. So now for them to say that anyone who questions the election is an extremist and a terrorist, like you sound hypocritical as heck because you did the same thing. So this is what he's asking about.
In
Oh, I knew
2016,
this was
Trump
coming.
stole an
Oh.
election. You
I was
tweeted-
waiting, Peter, when you were going to ask me that question.
Well, great. Here we go. You tweeted Trump stole an election. You tweeted Brian Kemp stole an election. If denying election results is extreme now,
Yeah.
why was
So
it then?
let's be really clear. That comparison that you made is just ridiculous. I have
How
been
is
I
that
have been well,
ridiculous?
you're asking me a question. Let me answer it.
And you said it was
Wait,
ridiculous.
I was talking specifically at that time of what was happening with voting rights and what was in danger of voting rights. That's what I was speaking to at the time.
Dude, how
What?
do you that's the whole clip. How do you even
She's not a good spin.
No, she
person.
first of all,
She can't spin.
she is terrible at this job.
Yeah.
And it's a terrible job to begin with.
Right.
Press
Yeah.
secretaries always have to lie and try to make the White House look good no matter what. She's terrible at it.
Yep.
Yep.
If it's not on her paper,
I mean, but it's
Why she got the job though?
This is probably but
she
guys,
checks all
guys,
the boxes.
this is the worst
Huh,
job
Stan?
you could
I
have.
wasn't saying to say it because he's the darkest.
She checks
But
all
for
the
anybody doing this, you gotta lie the most.
Yeah.
Like you've never lied as much as you lied in
job.
your life.
But
doing this job.
she's bad at it.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
bad at it. Like,
How could you be good at it?
yeah. I mean, Jen Psaki was good at it.
Yeah.
Jen
Well, she
Psaki
can
was
spin.
good at
But
it.
Yeah.
so
Psaki.
so think about that.
Psaki.
Is it if you're good at it, then you're better at being confident and just being able to lie.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yes,
Straight
it
up
is.
lie.
Yes.
So
It is
So
crazy.
is she?
She was good at circling back.
So is Jen Psaki more crazy than she is?
Maybe. I don't know.
She's a better liar, I would say.
Yeah. So to be a
she had
better
a- she had
liar,
a
you got to
straight
believe
face a
your
lot.
lies, right?
Yep.
So she's a better actor. She's a better hypocrite.
Yep. And she's going to be on, I think, MSNBC, actually.
Yeah, they already
Oh,
had
they
hired her
got her.
before she even left her post. Remember?
Yeah.
She had a job waiting for her.
But the whole
They change a lot though. The press secretaries.
Oh, they do.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
that's a hard job.
Let's just listen to another fantastic quote by the president, Uncle Joe here.
You know how much? You know how much I'm reducing the deficit this year? 1,500,000,000.
Somebody made a
play it
hip-hop
again.
song out of this.
You know how much? You know how much I'm reducing the deficit this year?
talking about the deficit?
1,500,000,000.
How much I reduced the deficit.
Reduced the deficit.
You know how much? You know how much I'm reducing the deficit this year?
Yo, it's like his processor just skipped or something.
Right.
Like, you know what that would do for the
Did he just prophesy his
feel
death
bad.
this year?
huh?
He prophesied his death for this year. I feel bad laughing at him, yo. I really do.
Yeah, that's because he shouldn't be.
He's
I'm laughing at the fact that they expect us to believe that he's perfectly fine.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
laughing
yes.
at. I'm not
And
laughing at him.
They were
It's
coming at
terrible.
Trump. you
Yeah.
know?
They made Trump take a whole cognitive test, dude.
Yeah. Did he take one?
No, absolutely not. Here's another. This one is more hilarious than the last one. What he says here.
Man, not this year. We beat Farmer this year. We beat Farmer this year, and it mattered. We're going to change people's lives.
What?
Farmer?
Man,
He said that they beat Big Pharma this year.
How?
They beat them. I'm flabbergasted. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
Bruh, Big Pharma gonna come after you.
Nah, they not. Because they're sitting pretty.
Big Pharma's making billions, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
So
that.
so there's no
What does
there's-
he mean?
There's nothing else on that? Like what does he mean?
No, he was trying to say that they have done the best job at like pushing back against Big Pharma than anyone. They beat them this year. In fact, he said.
Yeah, that's makes no sense.
What does that even
I
mean?
don't know what he's talking about.
How?
Record
We're still
profits.
finding out. Matter of fact, let's go to this real quick because Moan brought this up on our way back from the Freddie gig, which I was like very skeptical of because it just sounded insane. But it turns out I did the research after the fact.
Yeah.
And let's just look at this. So now the NIH has listed ivermectin as an antiviral therapy to treat COVID. It's on their website now.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what ivermectin is, Jamie.
Ivermectin is the horse dewormer
dewormer
that they
that
had
Joe
been
Rogan-
You should
they had
remember
been
that.
telling everyone. Matter of fact, the FDA actually put a tweet out about it saying, "You are not a horse." Remember that?
Yeah.
You're not a horse. You're not a cow. Seriously, people, don't take this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the NIH like sneakily added it onto their website
Yep.
as a treatment for COVID, and it was based off of a study that was done. I think this is double-blind placebo study. Regular use of ivermectin as a prophylactic for COVID-19 led up to 92% reduction in COVID-19 mortality rate in a dose-response manner. Results of a prospective observatorial study of a strictly controlled population of 88,012 subjects. And I think this was a study done in Brazil where they actually studied the effects of ivermectin on COVID patients, and they found it to be 92% reduction in mortality rate.
And it's been true since the beginning.
We've been hearing about this from forever. They banned
Yeah.
Dr. Robert Malone from Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They
All the misinformation stuff, all this.
yes,
Like even the stuff that's coming out about the all the what do they call them?
The jab
Yeah, the jabs.
Yeah.
Now, right?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
finding out a lot of stuff.
that they knew was
Yeah.
wrong from the beginning, but
Yeah.
they just covered it up, which is why they wanted 75 years to.
But this is what I'm saying.
Hide
But
the info.
but they beat Pharma this year.
Right.
He beat him.
Pharma. Yeah.
This
Right.
yeah, so they do all this stuff and now they're coming out with it, but they're coming out with it quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Just
so
like the
that they can
retractions.
gaslight.
You know,
Yeah.
Nobody reads it or
And-
nobody is paying attention.
And this is why we can't trust. We have to do the work.
Yeah, we have to, because even when you brought it up, you were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's a Newsmax article," and I'm like, "I don't trust." Or was it? No, it was America One.
Yeah,
I was like, I
America
can't.
One.
I was like, I can't go with that. I gotta find it
And
on my own.
I was,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
I really didn't
Yeah.
do too much.
But
I was
you
trying to
did
find-
mention that it was on the it was
And
the
it was
NIH was the,
NIH,
and I was
yeah.
like, wait a minute,
Yep.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is go to their website.
because that's the Fauci's the head of them. He's
yeah.
that's what he heads up. So it was like, if they're saying it, this is big. But the fact that no one's covering it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why aren't they? How come they're not covering it though? Because
then they'll have to-
CNN was coming at Joe Rogan. They just like they did with the magenta,
Yes.
the red background into
Right.
magenta. They turned Joe Rogan's face
They
into
did.
a pale thing
They did.
when he didn't look like
They
that.
tried to discolor him
Yeah.
from the video he
They
posted.
were pushing it. Their doctor,
Where he-
Sanjay Gupta,
where he had no symptoms in 3 days and tested negative in 5 days because he was taking
Yeah.
a cocktail of things, which included ivermectin.
Yeah.
But they wanted to make it seem like he was still sick and that he was giving misinformation.
Right.
They brought Sanjay Gupta on there.
yeah,
The whole thing.
and Gupta went on to the Joe Rogan podcast. He pretty much got laid out.
Yeah, he
Right,
challenged him on that.
But
Right.
then he went back on the CNN. 'Cause it's like they're saving face. They don't want to admit that.
Yeah. And I mean, how many people on CNN, how many people on The View, on all of these networks were saying people are taking horse paste,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
horse paste, and
Which that is a use for it, but it's not the same.
right.
But they're not gonna have a segment saying that. Oh, we were wrong. Sorry, Joe Rogan.
That's the
Right.
point.
Yep.
Because
They'll
why?
never cover it.
Because news outlets are only as good as their credibility.
Yep.
So if they ever admit that they just blatantly lie or make up stuff, no one's gonna watch.
Well, they
them.
do, but they do it in a sneaky way. They do it in a snake-like way.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's true.
and that's because they have to. Legally they have to,
Yeah,
but they do it in a way where
Yeah, they write retractions that nobody sees.
yeah.
yeah.
Put it up online on their
But
website.
I mean, this is why let's not
Last page.
blame them for what we allowed.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as a country, as a
Yeah.
community, society, whatever. Like, we have to take responsibility over our own lives. Stop listening to these people who say they're experts, who are giving us information that they know at the point when they give it is a lie,
Yeah.
but they're pushing it because it benefits them most of the time monetarily. So we have to trust. We got to trust in the Lord. I mean, if you're a Christian out there,
Right.
and prove. And that's why we're doing this. Like we've been talking about this. We've been showing people these things, so people can have solutions that
Right.
maybe they didn't know they had.
And stop blindly trusting all of these news sources that are like supposedly supposed to be so trustworthy. CNN calls itself the most trusted name in news.
Yeah, which is why they're firing everybody now.
Right.
Yeah. Stealths are gone, baby.
Where did he go?
Yeah. Bathroom.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I wanted to bring up something, but I
More,
can't show it now because.
More breaks. You want me to go?
Yeah. Can you pull up my screen?
Yeah, somebody else from CNN just got fired. One of the, I think, liberal writers.
Yeah.
You know,
A bunch of people
Just
are,
more
are
people
getting fired because they got the new ownership now.
Yep.
So this is from another rally of. First of all, did you guys see the people were showing the side by sides between Biden
PA.
being in Philly and Trump in PA and the difference in crowds? Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Here comes Lise. You good, Mom?
Good.
Lisa's gonna help.
My baby.
So let's look at this. Let's look at Uncle Joe doing what he does best here.
It's not my uncle.
First of all, let me just mention that after that speech, Twitter was trending with pedo Hitler. with that the hashtag with that image of him in front of the red. Pedo Hitler.
There were some funny memes. They had like Darth Sidious.
Yeah. Darth Brandon. Darth Brandon. Yeah.
With some stormtroopers behind him.
But this clip fits the first one that was trending, in a sense, because we know his track record.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. How are you, baby? How old are you? How old are you? Almost double figures.
She's 9. He calls her baby. How are you, baby? How old are you? 9? Okay, buddy. Calm it down.
Hey, man. It's not too bad.
Not too bad. It wasn't
I call
too
kids
bad.
baby.
But knowing
Not when you're him.
okay. Knowing where he's at.
I'm not
Okay.
really. You can read into that, or you.
Nah, I'm not reading into nothing. We've seen the the diary from his daughter. We've seen Hunter's laptop. We know what he's listed as in Hunter's phone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He calls his own dad a pedo.
yes.
But I'm just saying, like, if you just look at it, you can't say
Right.
that it's anything just by looking at it. That's not going to hold up in court. That's
No,
what I'm trying to say.
that's true. That's true. That wouldn't.
True that.
Paul said he's freestyling out there. I feel bad for the deaf interpreter, dude. I was thinking the same thing. Like when he was saying that crazy stutter, like is she still up there doing sign language?
Yeah.
What is she signing at that point? She's got the hardest job. We was talking about the press secretary. Biden's interpreter for sign language has the hardest job. What was I going to show? All right. So a couple more things, guys. One of them was this weird irony that I thought was so hilarious. Lisa, can you bring this up, please? First of all, I want everyone to say a big shout out to my daughter again for jumping on the podcast. Yeah. Show yourself. I always make her show herself. She's helping out again today. As John needs
Facility. His 10th break.
needs to take a bunch of breaks. So let's show this. So August 24th, California bans sales of new gasoline-powered cars. They're saying by 2035, they're going to eliminate the sale of gasoline cars, right? August
saw
30th,
this.
California asked Californians to avoid charging their electric vehicles due to electric shortages.
Right.
So
Leadership, man.
Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah.
Great leadership.
Stupid.
That's who they want to run for president.
Yep.
Probably.
They do.
Gavin
they
Newsom.
do think Gavin would be the guy.
That's crazy,
how he ran
crazy.
California to the ground.
Yeah.
Dude,
and then put himself back in office.
what?
Yeah.
Who else they got? Who
I
else
don't
they
know.
got?
I don't know.
That's
Let
right
Arnold
there.
run again.
Arnold's a Republican though, right?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, dude? They got
Not anymore.
Kamala.
Get out.
Hey, yo, Kamala, bro.
There you go.
You
Can
really
she
think
go back if she's a VP? Can she
Of
go
course.
Yeah.
What do you mean go back?
back
To
to
Cali?
be a governor?
Oh no.
Oh.
He's talking about run. They're gonna run him for president. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, they didn't think that through. They didn't go. What like? Where are you getting this energy from? Number one, like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
electric.
exactly.
Where are you
Even
getting it from?
the electric car energy. Where are you getting it from, dude? I saw a bunch of, and I should have brought them up because it has to do with it. I saw a bunch of pictures. There's a great. You know how Libs of TikTok is like one of my favorite Twitter pages. There's another one called Clown World that I love.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I've
them?
seen them, yeah.
Dude, they always post the funniest crap because it's like just stuff you would never think.
That's real.
Yeah.
You think
And it
it's-
was
you
a
think it's
bunch,
Babylon B?
dude. There was electric vehicles being charged by gas generators. There was someone running their electric vehicle with a
Right.
gas generator hooked up to the back of their car, like locked it into their car so that they could run it on a gas generator.
Yeah, I when I go on walks, there's this house I go by, and this person has an electric car, and the way they got a gas generator,
Yeah.
but the way they got to run wires through the house, like it's just you can tell it's just a hassle, like having this car.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It sounds good in theory, right?
Yeah, I just every time I walk by there, it's like new ways of trying to charge the car.
You can have it, but it can't be your main thing.
No.
Like,
and then think about it.
everyone can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're limited to how far you can drive. You're
Yes.
limited. You can't go. You couldn't do what you did.
Yeah, no.
Take the
14.
family to,
Yeah, that
to
was
Florida.
a conversation I had
Yeah.
today with somebody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like drive, like we've been on tour, and a lot of it was us driving.
Yeah.
And there's certain parts of the country where there's barely any gas stations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like where are they gonna charge these cars?
dude, I had this conversation with a Tesla driver.
Yeah. Right.
and he was like, and he never took the car that far. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it wouldn't be easy.
And even if
Like,
you did find a spot, you know how long it takes to charge one of them cars?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
That
even
sets
with the
you back.
supercharger,
Yeah.
it's still an hour,
Right.
At least,
Yeah, 45 minutes at least.
At least
Yeah.
that you got to sit there and wait for the car to charge.
And how
back
long
up.
do they last?
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Once them batteries go bad, you gotta
Yeah.
get more batteries.
Yep.
I mean, it sounds good in
How you
theory.
make batteries.
Yeah, I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
You know, I say that it's something,
It's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's not the solution.
Yeah.
No.
You know.
Lisa, bring this up real quick. This is another ironic tweet right here. This is Britain's new Secretary of State for Health.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
lady.
Let's just show that real
Oh.
quick.
It's
I didn't see
as
a
good as
picture
ours.
of
yeah.
As good as ours.
Isn't it? Isn't
It might be better.
Isn't it
actually
ironic?
is.
Isn't it ironic
woman.
when you see like
confused
the person
about
is
what she
supposed to be
is.
in charge of all of our health,
Health, yeah.
and you look at them and you're like, how could you possibly? It's like when you see a workout video from someone that's totally not in shape, and you're like, no thanks.
Now you're judging that she's, unhealthy.
Bro,
She's probably
bruh,
I would say
healthy for
Come
her.
on, man.
Healthy for her weight.
come on, man, stop it.
Says the
Stop
guy
it.
who
Yeah, who's obsessed with working out.
Not obsessed. I enjoy it.
You're a little bit obsessed.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You're a little bit obsessed. Not extremely obsessed, but you're a little bit. Okay, let's see what else we got real quick. Let's keep it moving. I want to get through this. I was gonna show this, but it's really just a TikToker who got fired from his job for. I'll just play it. So he works at a processing plant for pig feed.
okay.
So what they do is they bring in a bunch of like waste from food companies, restaurants, whatever's going bad, and they just grind it up and make it into pig feed for these pigs. But what they don't tell you is that
Stuff like this. Just put it here. Plastic and all. Don't even matter. Plastic, cardboard boxes, pallets, everything's grounded into this right here.
They send this stuff off to be eaten by the hogs, and then the hogs are killed, and then we eat them.
so they leave the plastics in, metals, anything. They just grind it all up.
Pallets.
Yeah, pallets, whatever.
Ew.
And they feed it to these pigs, and then we're eating that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Told you about that swine.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said the reason why he started making his videos is because he was trying to tell his family why he don't eat pork anymore. Which, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But the fact that these companies are doing stuff like this is wrong, and it needs to be exposed.
And he got fired.
Oh, he got fired 2 days later. Yeah, he got fired, and
He's
he
getting
just,
some money.
oh, he's absolutely going to get some money, but he.
I don't know.
You don't think so? They do have some good lawyers.
Yeah, it depends
Yeah.
on that contract.
That's the
that he
thing, is
signed,
because
that he signed.
it is in the FDA regulations. He showed it that, like, you know how they allow a minimum amount of things. Plastics are listed in there, and like metals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this is like U.S. has the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. It's so weird. We got all these. What do you call it?
Regulations.
Not laws, thank you. Regulations. But then we have the worst regulations when we need regulations.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, on certain things. Well, we got a lot of regulations on food, but I'm saying the things that are needed.
No, even
don't
on
have-
food, we do some weird stuff like Europe don't do. Like
Yeah.
with meats,
Yeah.
we bleach everything.
Yeah, that's
To-
crazy.
I guess for the sliminess or whatever.
It's supposed to be for sanitation purposes,
Right.
But
But
what it ends up doing is it ends up because we've seen the videos recently of the people that are like milk farmers that are being put out of business because they don't use the proper whatever it is, the pasteurization process. Because people want unpasteurized milk because part of the reason why lactose intolerance is a thing is because the way we pasteurize milk, the way we do it is not, it's not natural. Yeah, same thing. So there's farmers
the one farmer.
There's farmers that want to make things more natural because we go do all these processes which are in part to because in the name of sanitation, but also it is a barrier of entry for smaller farmers to be able to supply to the market the way these big corporations can, like Purdue and Tyson and whatever, who are the ones that lobby these politicians to pass these regulations so that no one else can compete with them. Because if you can't bleach all your stuff the way I can, then you don't get to supply everybody, you know. So it's the same kind of thing with this stuff where it's like they'll make those regulations where it's like you have to do this, and that. And then, but we're allowed to have this amount of insects in our stuff, this amount of bleach. Thank you, Lise.
Yeah. This amount of rat hair.
You gotta get ready for bed because you got school tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you, Lisi. She's like, you just took away my time.
She's like, can I sit in more often?
Yeah,
dude, her face.
That face was hilarious.
But yeah, see, this is the issue. Like, and they spin it like they're doing it for you, but they're not doing it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are the things that we have to start paying attention to. Like, they're taking away from the people who really need it. They're taking away, like, regular farmers.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for farmers? Because of the regulations.
Yeah.
If you look at New Jersey, like a lot of the businesses and the issues is because of the regulations.
And some regulations are good.
Yeah. But
because you have to have standards.
Regulated.
Yes, exactly.
And it's how they do it.
Because I sent y'all that video of that bridge they built in Congo.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all seen it? Did you watch that?
Get a chance to look
Oh,
at it.
man.
Yeah.
During the ribbon cutting ceremony of the bridge being like open to the public, it collapsed on them.
What?
Yes. So the point is there is like some need for regulations because
of course.
People will cut corners. Corporations will do horrible things, you know, to
Save
the
on
certain
money.
things that only corporations are able to do.
Yeah.
That smaller companies can't do.
Right.
You know, and that's the hard part.
Paul made a good point. GMOs are banned in most of Europe. Here they are everywhere. Yeah. And that's by design too, because what did they do? Companies like Monsanto and these bigger corporations, they figured out a way to patent the genetic makeup of the seeds that they were, you know, putting out there, and then they flooded other people's farms with these seeds and then sued them because they were using their intellectual property and then put them out of, either made them contract with them or put them out of business.
Because of the wind was blowing those seeds into the
exactly,
farms
which
and
you really think that was happening? They was up there in them planes dropping them things.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paul real fast. He sent me a video. That's another fitness young lion guy.
Yeah.
He likes fitness like me. We talked about, you know, possibly doing something.
Y'all should.
For young lion. He sent me a video of him doing dips with a kid on his back in the park.
Nice.
That was cool, man.
That's a cool video. All right, let's keep going so we can get out of here. I know it's late.
We said one topic.
I know. I gotta show a couple more because it's just some crazy things. So, and I wanted Lacey to be here to see this one because me and her always laugh about these videos on TikTok. But we gotta do a little education. A little bit of education coming up right here.
Boy.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready
we
to
need
learn?
To start making we need to make a segment
A
theme.
segment about this. Are y'all ready to learn?
Just as long as it's no bestiality stuff.
No. It's not like that. But you're not far off.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Bring this up, John, please.
No pedo stuff.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use frog's pronouns in sentences, so let's go! Frog's pronouns, that sounds so cool! Ding ding ding! And that's because it is cool, because that means that the person that's using these neo-pronouns is staying super curious about frog self and wants to know more about frog self. And I, as a non-neo-pronoun user, respect the hell out of that, because that takes so much courage. I just wanted to mention that. You don't need my approval. But anyway, Frog is such a great person. Frog's smile is so contagious. In fact, I saw Frog make a whole audience smile. I think Frog should be very proud of Frog self. Oh my goodness, we made it through! And if you need more help on how to use neo-pronouns in sentences, go here! Today I'm going to be teaching you.
You guys learn that? Frog and frog self pronouns. You guys ready to?
I think they need to start diagnosing some of these people.
Oh, this is 100% mental illness at this point.
Bro, like, how long are they going to prolong this?
I have
they're gonna keep it going.
a next door neighbor.
Social media.
I have a next door neighbor. Their daughter is probably in middle school, and she started out with the gay pride flag.
I remember you telling me the sticker on the window story.
Yeah, but now she has another flag, and I'm like, all these flags. I don't know what this flag is, and it was like yellow, white, purple, black.
And what is that?
You want to look it up?
Yellow, white, purple, black.
Yeah. So
Yellow, white, purple.
Like, I didn't realize how many flags they have now.
Yeah, there's
for
a
this
million.
stuff.
There's a million different things. It all falls under the umbrella of the LGBTQ.
Yeah, but
Yellow, white, purple, and black flag. What does it mean? It says
Right now is what.
Yeah. The yellow is for people that identify outside of the gender binary. The white is for non-binary people with multiple genders. The purple is for people with a mix of male and female. And the black is for agender people. Okay.
Sounds like
Sounds like confusion.
So
yes.
I guarantee you, I can ask this person where Egypt is on the map, and they could not.
They
tell
couldn't
you.
tell you.
But they can tell
break
you.
down.
They can break this stuff down.
Yeah.
And this is what we're cultivating. So my point is that like people will, the education system right now is so bad because we're not teaching people basic stuff.
Did y'all see the Project Veritas video?
Yes.
With the principal that was talking about stuff like that, how he doesn't
hire conservatives.
He won't hire anyone who's
Catholics.
Catholic or religious or conservative. He doesn't like hiring anyone above 30 because they're not bought into the agenda, and he can't get them to to indoctrinate kids
It was
the
just
way he wants to.
I just saw a story about a dad. I forgot where it was. I seen the video. He was speaking somewhere about how his daughter was living a double life. Like what she was showing at home was not what she was at school.
Yeah.
She ended up like trying to commit suicide. I don't know if she passed away or anything like that, but the school hid that from him. And that's what we're dealing with the school system and these liberal teachers. If your parents don't understand, I'll be your parent.
Yeah, because they have no respect. They don't the only thing they do, like if you see what they respect is your pronouns.
Yeah,
that's it. They don't respect family.
How you feel.
They don't respect parents. They don't respect or have any type of honor. They don't understand that. The only thing they have honor towards is, like you said, how you feel and being whatever you want to be, and they have respect for pushing that agenda forward. That's it. So they don't care. Like they have no respect for that's somebody's kid. No.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's like Biden said, there really are kids.
Yeah. And when you placate to this, when you just constantly give kids into every emotion that they have, and you go with whatever they say, you open up Pandora's box where there's no end in sight. It's the abyss. And let me show y'all this next video. I saw this on Twitter, and I just was like, this is like, there's no end in sight to this. Okay, John, can you bring this up, please? First of all, I'm just going to show this is Libs of TikTok, of course. This person claims to be a part animal and have the soul of a wolf. Okay?
Oh, another wolf.
I make a video like this every few months, but I thought I would explain again who I am and what I am doing. I am a Therian. I believe that my soul is an animal soul. I know and I have a fundamental understanding that I am overall human. I just enjoy connecting to my animal identity. I experienced something called species dysphoria. Keep in mind, dysphoria is not trans-exclusive, nor is Therianthropy, or being a Therian, a gender identity. It is a psychological/spiritual identity that affects my life and my day-to-day immensely. The dysphoria causes me to feel I'm in the wrong body, which is why I always wear this mask in my ears, as well as do other things to alleviate the stress that I feel. I make these videos for other Therians to know it's okay to express themselves, and I try to normalize this harmless identity. It's not the same as being a furry. Hope this clears some things up.
This is called, I found a way to get attention in a way that I normally couldn't.
Yeah.
So this is what I do now.
I want to read something.
Yeah.
Philippians 4, just to get this into perspective. Like, what we think on, we become. What we start to, the way we process things, is the dimensions we live in, right? And this is what you're seeing happening. People are going, like you said, there's no end, because you go deeper and deeper into this abyss where you don't know what up is.
Right.
You don't know what down is. You don't know what left is. You don't know what right is. And you have no place to put your feet.
Right.
And if you got no place to put your feet, you're always looking for somewhere to put your feet. But then that place gets taken out from under you because something else comes up. That's what anxiety is. Like anxiety comes from not having stability, right? And it's stability in your mind.
Right.
Right? It's not, because you could have stability all around you, but in your mind, there's no stability. So this is Philippians 4. It's a really good chapter. Suggest people read it, but it says, Philippians 4:5 or 4:6. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart and mind through Christ Jesus. So it starts out, realize that you don't have to be anxious, right? But when you're feeling that anxiety, set yourself, turn to God, right? Pray, all prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, meaning like knowing that it comes from Him, being thankful in Him. That's when you ask Him to set you on solid ground. That's what now you have peace, right? It says, and the peace of God, which surpasses your understanding, meaning the understanding that you don't have, you will have.
Right.
You know, what you don't understand, you will have. Understanding means you now have some place you're standing. You have ground that's under you, right? That wasn't there before. And that's what guards your heart and your mind. So these things we don't have if we are out there searching and thinking and trying to process things ourselves in a way we don't know how to process it. And then it says, finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are good, of good report, if there are anything of any virtue, or if there are any things praiseworthy, meditate on these things, think on these things. Meditate on these things. The things which you learned and received and heard and saw in me, which is connected to Paul. So now he's even an example for them, right? And that's what, again, we were talking about that earlier. Like, if you don't honor anybody, you can't receive what they have. This is what we're learning. The only thing you honor is to just go out and do whatever you feel, right? That's how it all started.
Right.
This stuff started from really the stuff that crept in the
1960s,
late 50s,
Yeah.
early 60s. That was basically the Aleister Crowley "Do as Thou Wilt,"
Do as Thou Wilt, which was in rebellion to the deeply structured, rigid generation before that,
right? Which is connected to your will, right? Do as Thou Wilt, and your will is connected to your feelings. So you feel this way, and because you feel this way, you will do this, right? And that sets up your mind, the structure of your mind. So that is going back to, okay, if you do what you feel. If you feel this way, then do it because you feel this way, right? And now you start, that's the way you process things in your mind.
My truth.
And again, yeah, exactly. You start going into your truth because your truth is whatever you feel. But these things, they started years ago, but now we're just starting to see the evidence of these things. Stability is key. We have parents that set up a place of peace for us, right? But when we disrespect and dishonor that, so many parents don't demand respect for their kids. I hate you, like, and then their parent, and they allow it, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because they're not. Hold up. Do you realize what I do for you?
Yeah.
Do you realize what I've set up for you? Do you realize, like, you're unappreciative, right? Those are spoiled kids that don't appreciate anything. And so what's going to happen? They think that their privilege is their right, right? They think their privilege is their right. So now everything that they're privileged with, they think they deserve it, and now they're going to go out and try to demand these things, but not have the wisdom and understanding of how the generation before them got that, got these things, right? So you're literally breaking down. It's a deconstruction of society that brings it to nothing.
Yep.
Right. You're hearing that a lot nowadays. Deconstruction. Even like in the church, deconstruction of our faith. All these things. Why? Because nothing matters. So now, like, you don't respect and honor people whatsoever.
Right.
And to me, that's the biggest issue. There's no honor. There's no respect. Because when you do that, everything that somebody did before you, I don't care. And then you disregard all of it. So then what do you stand on?
Yeah.
Where can you place your feet? Not realizing that you were literally born into something that was established, But you're seeing these people who are coming up now because of the way parents have been, right? Fathers, men. Like, see how this all goes back to men have been brought to mean nothing.
Yeah.
They've been belittled, right? They don't stand for anything. So now they're trying to please their wives and in turn please their kids.
Yeah.
There's no stability. Men aren't honored.
Yep. All right. So let's leave it there. It's 11 o'clock. We did an hour. Had some other stuff. There was a priest that was talking about how we need to be more accepting and inclusive of a bunch of stuff I wanted to get into. We didn't get to that. There was a director trying to another Project Veritas video of a director talking about, disrupting the school system. There was a bunch of stuff, man, just happening. We'll save it for next time. There was a video I had about, is a very ironic video about how people in Mexico City are starting to be annoyed with Americans that are moving there and gentrifying their city. And now the language is changing and they're getting upset. They don't like it. They don't like it.
They don't like it.
Yeah, they say if you come here, you should speak our language. You should, or just stay where you came from. Like they're saying all these things, and it's like
build the wall.
right. They don't like it when it happens to them. A bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, we can talk about that another time. But in the meantime, appreciate you guys who still stuck with us, even though we had all those difficulties. Thank you to Courtney who wrote us and said she was praying for us to get it going. Paul was hitting us up like, "What's up, man?" Mo said he was texting him like, "Yo, where are the young lions
are
at?"
waiting.
Yeah, I know. We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. We thank you guys for tuning in every week. Emma, shout out to you, all the young lions. And listen, we didn't even get to do the shout outs, but if you guys want to support, go to Patreon, patreon.com/youngliontv. Become a member on there. You can sign up and help us avoid a lot of these issues by supporting what we do. And then all of that stuff helps us get better equipment and better technology and all that good stuff so that we can just continue to grow this thing, grow this community, grow this pride, which has been growing, very, very nicely. I appreciate those that have been joining in and coming to the shows and just supporting. Yeah. We love y'all, man. Also, Cash App, if you want to just throw a donation into what we're doing and help with the cause, it's $youngliontv. We also have merch and music on Jatan.com. We got new music coming out soon, and all of our shows will be posted up on there if you guys want to come see us live. Other than that, anybody else got anything they want to say before we wrap up?
God bless. We love y'all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting us, who's been, helping us grow. This is truly a community. We want to do more stuff that creates this community together. So
and that everyone can benefit from.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone, there's value for everyone involved, and that's what we're looking to do. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of big ideas and big plans for the future. If we can grow this thing, God can do amazing things with this. So we appreciate y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. Let everybody get out of here, get up early, do our thing, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. We're out.
Peace.
Young lion, go live, yeah. Young lion, you rich, yeah. This kingdom has room, yeah. Go and fight people in, woo.